Okay, today we're going to talk about the Nightforce anti-cant leveling system, and the one I ended up purchasing was the one that came with the degree indicator mount already in machined together. The system is real cool. The level moves real smooth, real nice. Um, One thing I do like about it is that everything's really nice and round, no sharp square edges. Um, no edges for you to catch onto anything when you happen to be pulling your rifle out of your drag bag or anything like that. The degree indicator um, works really good. I was very impressed how smooth it moves. This meets up with each other really nice, really just kind of snug. You can just goes right inside. Here on the inside, there's a hole, and it's countersunk for the hardware to go in, and it's smooth right here. Another thing I liked about it was that Nightforce machined this part here to give you clearance on the nut on the lower portion of your ring. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring in the rifle and go ahead and do some mounting. And so let me get set up and do that. Okay, we have our degree indicator already installed on our upper half of the ring. What we did now, the scope is already level with our rifle, and we have the proper eye relief. The front ring is already mounted and torqued to specifications. What I normally do is I use a US Optic anti-cant mounting system, and the reason why I use this one to level my scope and stuff is because it mounts directly to my Picatinny rail, so that gives me a true reading of the barrel action is level and square. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up and I'm going to go ahead and mount this upper half. What I would recommend is for you guys to go ahead and tighten it, and as you tighten it, it's going to pull one way or the other, and it's going to go ahead and help you guys level the ring, the bubble. There's many ways of you doing this. One would be to make sure that you use a good quality level, and you can use it and put it on top of your scope. Being careful that the level is straight. If you look from the top view, straight with your knobs to go make sure that it's actually square. If it's off a little bit to one way or the other, it's not going to give you a true reading. So go ahead and make sure that it is in line with your knobs, and that's going to give you a better true reading. So let me go ahead and mount this, and then we'll get back with you guys. Okay, we have the upper half of our ring already installed with a degree indicator also. And here I want to show you guys how all three levels or bubbles are all level. Our US Optic one, our Nightforce one, and this is a Craftsman level that we have. It is a magnetic one, but I also wanted to show you guys that how it's recommended for you to follow the edge of your knob so it can be nice and true. If you happen to be off a little bit one way or the other, you know your bubble's going to be moving and it's not going to give you a true zero. So right now what I'm going to also do is I'm going to go ahead and reposition the camera and show you how the degree indicator moves real nice and smooth. Okay, here I want to show you guys how the degree indicator moves and how freely it moves up and down. This is important when you're trying to shoot up or down. So it moves real nice and smooth. Okay, we already have our anti-cant bubble level already installed and our degree indicator installed. It's all been squared and leveled and trued, and so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the range and we're going to shoot at 100 yards and at 600 yards, and to see how much of a difference it really matters or it really makes whether your rifle is canted or not canted and degreed one way or the other. So we'll go to the range and we'll figure out some kind of testing. Okay, those are 3 rounds with the bubble level in the center. I'm going to go ahead and cant it to the right a little bit. I'm going to shoot 3 more rounds. Okay, we're here at the 100-yard range. We're doing some testing on the anti-cant, Nightforce anti-cant and degree indicator. We shot a series of 9 rounds at 100 yards. These is my 3 first rounds at 100 yards with my level, my anti-cant level, and at 0 degrees. Then I canted the rifle to the right and shot 3 more rounds, and it shot low and to the right. So the anti-cant was all the way, my rifle was all the way to the right, and my degree indicator was at 0. Then I went to a higher shooting platform and I shot 3 more rounds. I moved 3/4 MOA right, just because I didn't want my 3 rounds to land on top of my other 3 rounds. So I am purposely moved 3/4 MOA right and shot at a 6 degrees down. And that's the group there. So it did make a difference. It shot high at a 6 degree down. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna get set up at the 500-yard range and do a series of testing with anti-cant level, anti-key canted to the right, and 6 degrees down at the 500-yard range. So let me go ahead and get set up and do that shooting. Okay, we're here at the 500-yard range. We just finished doing our testing with the Nightforce anti-cant and degree indicator. I want to show you some of the results that we did. This is my first round. This was my sight in. After that, I got my dope information correct, and I shot 2, 3, and 4. And this was my anti-cant at level, shooting from a level platform with zero cant. And then after that, I canted the rifle to the right, and I shot 3 more rounds, which was 5, 6, and 7. And you can see how by leaning the rifle to the right, it shot towards the right. After that, we went to a higher shooting platform, and we shot 6 degrees down, and the anti-cant 0. And we shot 3 more rounds, which was 8, 9, and 10. And by now, at that time, the wind had picked up. It had picked up around 8 miles an hour. And then after that, we shot the rifle canted to the right. And I only had 2 more rounds left, which was 11 and 12. So by the rifle being canted to the right, it did switch my point of impact to the right. Now, this was also shooting at a 6 degrees down as well. So you can clearly see that it's very important to have your scope level and your shooting level platform. So the rifle we used for our testing was a Remington 700 chambered in a 308 using a Krieger barrel. This rifle was built by Terry Cross out of KMW Solutions. We're using a Nightforce scope MLR reticle and a surgeon bottom with an AI mag. I think overall the anti-cant and degree indicator is very important, especially for those people who are interested in shooting a long range precision and get some more information and the correct dope out of the rifles. So it's very important. I think you guys should consider this kind of product.